Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lenisha. I do tarot, music, theater, and a lot of other things like gaming, podcast, and I'm a healer, so I like to help people and help them navigate through their life. I don't disappoint. If you want to check out my reviews, baby, it's there. But if you're watching this from YouTube or anything like that, make sure you do check out my link. It has my TikTok, Instagram, and the list goes on. If you're just now coming in, this video will be uploaded to my YouTube. All right. That song, I don't know if y'all heard it. It's been going viral on TikTok. It was like, bitches, give me that. And make a wham in a circle. And I don't know the lyrics, but that song is very significant. I'm going to put on some music here and I'm going to get started on a collective. If you guys are ever looking for life coaching sessions, for as low as $30, you can book a session with me for those who cannot afford my sessions. Usually my sessions are a month long for $100 plus, minimum 100. But for those of you who can't afford my prices, we can do sessions for one day, a week, instead of a month, or whatever the case may be. All right, let's see. Let's see. So the first song we got coming on out of 10,000 plus songs is a song by Dru Hill. It's called What Are We Gonna Do? This is also the slowed down version. I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are being graded by the universe and you're doing really great. Like you're being graded in your life and you're doing pretty good. All right, let's get some messages here for the collective. Cleansing the energy within and around. Some of y'all's eyesight could start being very sensitive to light, especially. If you're wanting to get a message out of the collective, make sure you are double tapping the screen, sending in gifts, anything to contribute to the live. And also so I can pick up on your energy. Welcome into the live. Make sure you give me a follow or you will never see my face again. All right. I'm just really picking up on this love energy. I don't really want to talk about love unless it's self-love, because I feel like that's really what the focus should be about. But I'm just going to pick up whatever message wants to come out. Welcome to the team. Yeah, because some of y'all have been extremely hurt. And you didn't deserve that, because you're a person that's emotionally intelligent, mature. But I don't feel like you had people like that in your energy. And of course, it makes sense to get your heart broken then if you're not dealing with people who are like you. People can only operate as who they are. You can't expect a good person, or you can't expect a person to love you who don't know what love is. You can't expect a person to respect you and cherish you if they don't even value themselves, let alone other people, right? So I feel like you just had these experiences that really opened your eyes up a lot more. And I feel like that's how you should look at it. I don't feel like you should have hatred towards people. And by all means, validate your feelings, sit in your emotions, but don't allow resentment, bitterness, etc. to surface. Don't sit in depression and stress, because this life, it shouldn't really be filled with those energies, right? You're in control of your emotions, so don't let it get that bad, right? That's why you need to give yourself enlightenment once again about the things that you go through. You didn't know any better. Maybe you had this huge heart, so you couldn't fathom that people will be able to hurt you, because you couldn't fathom it. You wouldn't hurt people, so that type of energy doesn't even exist in you. Therefore, the thought for it to come up. So now that it existed to you, you just got to take it with a grain of salt and look at it like a blessing in disguise, because now you know better. And now you've shifted into a different version of yourself that is not as naive and gullible, right? So let's get started on Rest of this message. Yeah, some of y'all could be getting these downloads while you're in hermit mode, or some of you guys need to be mindful of haste as you're in hermit mode and as you're in introspection and all this. The shadows could be coming to the forefront, or some of you guys are needing to go into the darkness, okay, and do some introspection, some reflecting, some healing. All right. Shadow work can even be significant. Taurus energy is significant. I feel like you have people who want you, but I'm also picking up on people who doesn't deserve you. People who need to just be single. Because why are you in relationships if you can't tend to a woman how she needs to be tended to, right? And if men are in here, then just apply the message how it fits. But women are gifts from God, right, to men. A lot of men see it in that way who are actually men, okay? You'll be surprised. Yes, there's actually men out here who cherish women. They don't disrespect them. They don't say, oh, that's just how I talk. You know, I call women bitches. That is nothing, you know? Like, genuinely, men who don't allow you to be their emotional punching bag. Men who has done the work and faced their own shadows and healed their own mother and father wounds and did the inner child healing. Simple. If you guys are wanting to get on the list for a question or a reading, $7 questions, $25 readings, and $50 readings. The link is in my bio for all my platforms and payment options. You just scroll all the way down for payment options. Other than that, if you're wanting to get a message from the collective, which is free, you can just double tap the screen, follow, send gifts, anything to contribute to the live, which will also help me pick up more on your energy. All right. Let's see. Any more messages here for the collective? You guys could be seeing 5s, 10s, 1s. Okay. They got a Knight of Swords again. So this is referring to a person on a mission. Either your thoughts could be on this mission, or you yourself could be on this mission of communication, thoughts, intellect, or just something with your mental. Now, if this is more of a thought thing, then maybe you're on this, maybe your thoughts have just been roaming, right? Impulsive. It can even be communication. It don't have to be thoughts. Because sword energy ties to the intellect, communication, thoughts, and everything like that. But confirm this Knight of Swords. Be mindful. Beware of haste when it comes to the mental, mind, or communications. We got the 10 of Swords coming out here to confirm it with the 3 of Pentacles on the back. There's Knight of Swords. So I feel like people are going to be in their head about you, especially with you being hurt and everything. I feel like you're leaving behind a lot of people, places, and things. And I feel like they're not going to have any, people are going to be looking for you, thinking about you, and you're going to be nowhere to be found because they should have appreciated you while you were still in their energy. So I feel like you're gathering the strength. I received a payment for a live reading. So for questions, it's $7. For readings, it's $25. And for other readings, it's $50, honey bun. All right, Aquarius, Gemini. It's a lot of air energy. And then we have Leo. All right. Any more messages here for the collective? Confirm more this Knight of Swords energy. This 10 of Swords. Yeah, it's like some of y'all could be having these thoughts. And I feel like it could be based on defeat. Like, I feel like you're really feeling the heaviness of the stuff that you went through. Whatever this pain was, it wasn't something that was small, which is no pain is small, right? This is something that really caused you to transform and to possibly be in this whole mental turmoil, quickness. I don't know. It's just a lot of thoughts going on. But don't worry, you will soon be out of this energy. Some of y'all probably can't see the light through the darkness, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I am seeing a new beginning here. You embarking on a brand new journey. And the great thing is that you can take these lessons. You can take these lessons with you. Therefore, you won't have to worry about becoming so hurt again because you know better. You know what to accept, what not to accept. Who to trust, who not to trust. Because before, you were so open, you were so giving, you were so vulnerable. But I feel like in this, with all this stuff that's happened, I feel like it's going to be different now. Okay. For Eliana. Eliana, do you know what kind of reading you want? It's a nice name. Thank you for your trust and your support. Yep. So you're on this brand new beginning. You're overcoming a lot of things, or you will soon be experiencing this. I feel like this has been a test of faith, a test of strength, a test of a lot of things. But I feel like you're still on this journey. You haven't yet fully gotten out of it. Reconnecting with Tyler, any messages related to him? I sure can, honey. All right, let's see. Any more messages for the collective? Alina. Oh, okay. My apologies, love. That's cute, too. All right. Yeah, I'm seeing your ships are going to be coming in. You've experienced a period of hurt that caused deep transformation. And I feel like you're rising above this. Little do you know you are going to make it out of this storm. Some of y'all, you just don't see it yet. But you got to be patient. I'm seeing you literally get your energy back, start on new projects, know which direction you want to go in, getting inspired again, motivated again. Like, you literally going to get your old self back, but instead a better version of yourself. A version of yourself that's not naive, gullible, so open, because your energy is very expensive, very valuable. Not everybody needs to be in your space or your energy. Yep, and you're going to be connecting with people who you can work with within business, or who you can learn from, maybe even teach things to. I feel like this is going to be people who work with you and not against you. Like your spiritual team, invisible forces that work with you and not against you. Y'all had a whole lot of people defeating you. A whole lot of underhanded behavior going on. And you just blindly in people's face. You know, giving them all your love and energy. That's how you became so hurt. So this is a superpower you have, because you're able to love. Don't ever regret loving people. Not everybody knows how to love. That's why you got hurt how you got hurt. Because these people didn't know how to love you. So it's really a superpower to be who the hell you are, honey. Y'all just got to look at things differently. That's all. But I'm seeing that y'all going to be celebrating something soon. I don't know if you're going to be reuniting with friends, family at some type of gathering or reunion, a graduation, baby shower, something. But I'm seeing something coming together within relationships and emotions. Yep, y'all drained. Y'all went through so much. Almost as if you went to battle. That's how your energy is. That's how your energy feels. And shit, you most definitely was experiencing a battle and the war. But look, you winning. You overcoming a lot of things. And so once again, some of y'all may not fully see it just yet, because you're still on this journey. The chapter hasn't ended. It's similar to like healing, you know? Like you're getting through something, but you're not 100% fully done with it. So it's like think of like healing, not healed type shit. So it's like you still on this journey, but you getting through it. It's steps to it. So at least you know what I'm saying? You just going through the steps of what this is, you know. This song is by J.P. Cooper. It's called All This Love. All right. Okay, Miss Alina, right? Do you want me to give you your live, your reading on live, or are you fine with it through Instagram? Whether it's audio or text or any form like that. Collective. Live is fine. I'm asking, are you, my apologies if I'm not coming off as clear. Would you like it to be through Instagram? Like, is that fine, or you don't want that? Page of Pentacles was coming. Yeah, this was just a learning experience. I'd rather do it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get into this collective a little bit more, and then I'll get started on you. But if you get ever like too tired of waiting or anything, just let me know. From the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Look, of course, honey bun, you were naturally an intelligent person. I just feel like this just made you more smarter, bro. Like, that's literally the energy. That's literally what it is. Look, and then he's saying, I got all this love. You have so much love, it's not even funny. Like, it's not even, I don't think this can be explained. It can just be shown and given. And I feel like you're going to attract somebody who sees you, who will respect you, value you. I feel like you're going to be literally operating from your mental rather than just your emotions. But things are being illuminated. The truth is being revealed. Of course, this is the year of 9, 2025 put together. You add those numbers up, it's going to give you the number 9. This is the year of the snake. Some of you guys can have the Chinese zodiac of a snake. But yeah, see, this is when, yeah, there may have been challenges, makeups, breakups, but I promise you, by the time this year is over with, things are going to be completed. 10 will be the next angel number, which is endings for real. So I don't feel like people will make it to 2027. Everything is getting completed this year. 2026, baby, things are going to be cut the hell off. Ended. This year it was completed. Next year, endings. So after that, when we get in 2026, I don't feel like nobody is going to be able to have any type of anything with you, especially if you're ending things now and if they've already showed you who they were now. And even if they haven't, even if you're still confused on it, or you're still in a blinded space to where you can't fully see, everything is being illuminated. I'm telling you now. So if you don't see this, it's going to probably be because you don't want to see it or something like that, because this is going to be literally smack you dead in the face. You got to see it type shit. And you smart. You have a refined intellect. You're emotionally intelligent. I feel like you will pick up on this like that, especially because you had awakenings in your life. But I feel like you want better, you deserve better, and you're going to get that. And if you're operating like that in this life, the universe is going to match that energy. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you're working on things, whether it's your hobbies, whether it's yourself. I feel like you're going to be giving back to yourself. So this is for some of y'all confirmation to buy yourself something nice. It don't have to just be one thing. Don't worry about how much something costs, honey. You're abundant. You got to step into your power, you know. You got to do the positive affirmations. You got to deprogram to reprogram. Yep. Things are coming. Things are balancing. Things are coming into balance. See, y'all was dealing with people who were childish, and I feel like they were very persistent with this energy. That's probably why y'all wasn't willing to settle down with these people. Or maybe some of these people were non-committal. But now people are realizing, okay, it's time to settle down. Welcome to the team. It's time to settle down, but it's really too late, okay? And I'm glad that y'all are finally coming into this energy. Some of y'all need to follow Yada Awakening. He probably on TikTok. I know he on Instagram. But he really is the perfect example of a man, honey. The girlies who have not had the best father figures or men in their lives, please go check out Yada Awakening. Okay. This song that's coming on is by Babyface and LMA. It's called Keeps On Falling. In love. Oh, I feel like you attracted somebody who you're going to keep falling in love with. Like, oh my gosh. You just going to keep on falling in love with them. Because I feel like you were so used to not receiving great examples of human beings overall. Not even just your romantic life. So I feel like this next person, bro, they're going to make you fall in love over and over and over again. Like, in the beginning, just imagine, like, not receiving those things and then receiving and just being so at awe and just like, wow, I love you so much. Like, I may tell you a lot, but damn, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm so glad you exist. Like, you finally gonna be able to genuinely mean that. Because you know how sometimes you be trying to be nice to the dusty bums, but now you genuinely, sincerely gonna mean this with your very being, every ounce of you. This person is gonna, and vice versa, this person is gonna keep falling in love with you. Period. We got empty. Some of these people didn't let y'all empty. They came in your life, used you on up. Didn't have the nerve to try to apologize. Half of them didn't apologize. So some of y'all was dealing with narcissists. It says, the truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the wait to find true happiness. Confirmation. With these people, you weren't really feeling fulfilled. There was always something missing. Look, you were compromising in these connections. You were making amends. Maybe you felt like you was going to get a positive outcome. But at the end of the day, you were abandoning yourself. So some of y'all probably felt guilty of doing this. Or maybe other people who were in your energy low-key felt ashamed and guilty. Make me my mind. All right, we got Tracy Chapman coming on. This song is called Give Me One Reason. Everyone, give me one reason. Today is September 15th. It's 1:12 a.m. It's a Monday, honey. Any more messages here for the collective? Don't want to leave you lonely. So, yeah, some of y'all, you had to leave them lonely, baby. Don't be putting all that responsibility on you. You was people's emotional punching bag. You did not deserve that level of disrespect and abuse. But this just shows you, people were just mirroring back to you who you were. Because how the hell and why the hell was you accepting that? I ain't beating you up. I'm trying to get you to pay attention to your own energy and how you're able to even attract connections like this. See, maybe in the beginning, high school love, you could have said, oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know. But what's the excuse now after being in your 20s, 30s, 40s? Yeah, we holding you accountable. That's what I'm saying. Don't hate these people because they just operating how the hell they operate. They don't know what love is, so they're going to show you that. They're snakes, so they're going to snake you. That's what they do. Now you, ethereal paragon with the beautiful, most delightful energy, heart, smile. Why? Don't go through this no more. You too smart. Learn the lessons. See, these people weren't your usual type, and y'all had different spiritual beliefs or different beliefs overall. Some of these people didn't believe in spirituality. Stop connecting with people who are not on your level, Some people are obligated, determined to misunderstand you, determined to keep on operating certain energy. Some of them can't even help it. Some of them don't want to change. If you're wanting to get more messages for yourself, especially because this is a collective, make sure you double tap the screen, send in some gifts, anything that's contributing to the live. It'll help me pick up more of your energy. But you are now manifesting abundance. All right, I'm saying make it rain, honey. It says legal matters in your favor, unexpected money or promotions. I'm seeing entrepreneur. You could be an entrepreneur or encouraged to go down that path. Whole time while all of this abundant shit is happening in your life, baby, people are going to be experiencing chaos. Everything going to be crumbling in their life. As it has always been. I feel like you've been in certain people's energy. You helped protect them from certain things. You helped them not feel the weight of the world on their shoulders. You helped them not feel alone. But they had to go through shit alone because that's the life that they created for themselves. You can't be taking on other people's karma like that and destiny swapping with people. Don't want to leave you alone. Some of y'all was changing your mind, your beliefs just to fit in these connections that literally was not, Your spiritual team had to come in and say, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Let me throw this sign up in the collective life. Let me throw a few angel numbers around. Let me put that tarot read on their For You page. See, you could have been dealing with people who worried about their appearances, right? Maybe somebody who was conceited, couldn't relax. It was just worried about their public image. And then it says, reflects your own issues. Like attracts like. Remember we was talking about this mirroring effect? So maybe you attracted toxicity because some part of you was toxic. Right? Apply the messages how it fit. This is a collective once again, honey bun. All right, but if you do want to get your own personal message, $7 questions, $25 readings, and $50 readings. All right, any more messages here for the collective? Look, now you got people snooping. They spying. Cats could be significant. Maybe this person can have a pet. They driving by, stalking. They could be stalking your social media. They could be getting psychic readings on you. Maybe this is somebody who you got a reading on. But yeah, your energy is drained. You are beyond hurt. But I feel like you carrying that very well. You don't have to keep being the strong friend, honey. Some of y'all, you don't even purposely choose to be the strong friend. Your ass is strong as hell. Look, cold shoulder. Some of y'all giving these people the cold shoulder, and some of them have the audacity to give you the cold shoulder. Like, I know you lying. The collective, blood, sweat, and tears in this relationship for a person who only gave them the bare minimum, and you have the audacity to turn your back or give the collective the cold shoulder. Like, they didn't just make your life feel magical and shit. What's wrong with people? That's what I'm saying. You don't allow your peace to interfere with people's stupidity. They have low IQ and low EQ, honey. Stop having these high expectations for these people who clearly give red flags, babe. Simple. Some of y'all broke up with these people. You're at a distance. You're separated. And that's exactly what the hell need to happen. Because they hindering things in your life. They setting things back for you. Some of y'all caught these people red-handed. The things that they tried to keep hidden has been exposed. The secrets. Now, some of y'all, this was surprising. This was shocking. Some of y'all may have actually caught these people in bed with other people or whatever the case may be. Maybe you went through some phones or something. Literally caught people red-handed. Whether it was in a way of cheating, gaslighting, manipulation, any type of hurt, honey. Don't try, honey. Just do it. Your inner child has never been protected, not even by mom or dad, babe. It's by time to say, you know what? Don't nobody got to do anything in this world but die. So instead of me waiting around for people to change, to do better, to receive half-ass love from these people, I'm going to give it to myself. Yes, it may hurt to let these people go, but eventually I won't be that hurt anymore. You got to start the process. Then we can make it to the finish line. But some of y'all, you haven't started that process yet. So things are being delayed. But you delaying the inevitable. You know what inevitable mean, right? Come by my team. By my team. See, that's wrong as hell. Your daughter didn't need to see that. But it's cool to know about, because as a teen, I wish I knew that people was capable of cheating and all the other type of stuff. I probably would have protected my heart a little bit more. But look, we got hurting. Some of y'all are still hurting by this. I'm telling you, the energy that was dished out to you is going to be dished right back times 10. These people who hurt you, now they're going to be hurt. I'm seeing crying, depressed, pain, sorrow. That's how it was. Then people had the nerve to try to pop up on you. But I feel like you escaping this. For others of y'all, love is an emotional escape for you. So like I said, people are just reflecting back to you, shit. A lot of things that you need to pay attention to. It's time to love your shadows. Because if you're willing to settle in love, that's a problem. So for some of y'all, for love is an emotional escape for you, get involved for the right reasons. Not for somebody to fill that void or to heal those wounds, because it's never going to happen. That's not how that works. But when I say somebody is dead ass obsessed, stalking you, or this is what's going to happen, don't say I ain't tell you. People may even be calling you and hanging up. I'm seeing you get calls from unknown numbers. And 9 times out of 10, it's this individual or maybe other people. Because once again, we don't have to just talk about romantic connections. Family, friends, different type of relationships could be significant. That's why you got to stop giving out your number. That's why you got to start slowing the hell down. Stop acting off of impulse and them thoughts. You be so quick to try to communicate with somebody because you get this thought like, oh, I miss them. Like, just chill. Eventually, you won't miss them. But if you keep going back, you ain't giving yourself a chance to get to that point to where you don't miss them. It's going to constantly be pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Right? Look, we got vicious circle. It says pattern of relationship. Maybe you had this pattern. Therefore, there was a pattern within the relationship. Some of y'all don't know how to let go. You let go 1 minute and go right back. And these people, they're not a good choice. So, of course, you're going to have every reason to keep leaving. You got to stay gone this time. I'm seeing pattern of relationship issues. So maybe this wasn't even just this person. In different relationships, you just have relationship issues. Bad habits. These things were like a no-win situation. Like, damn, y'all be walking right into the lion's den. The signs be there, but, you know. But have faith, okay? I feel like you are healing for those of you who are releasing these situations. And some of you guys, you soon will be healing. Because I know some of y'all probably still in these connections. And I ain't going to tell you what to do in your life. But I know that you need to for sure make yourself the main priority. Because men like this do not deserve you. And I don't know if you didn't have this conversation had with you as a child. Because sometimes how we are is due to our childhood. You know, the love that we did or did not receive from mama, daddy, granny, whoever. Right? That's why I said, you got to take accountability. You got to hold your... I understand, yeah, they was your parent. They should have did this and shit, but they didn't. Okay, like I said, nobody has to do shit but die. That's pretty much it. Everybody gotta go. I know you see people that's being deadbeats and all this other type of stuff, people who don't have love. So clearly, that's able to happen in a world like this. So, give yourself enlightenment, validate your feelings, and at the end of the day, be there for yourself. You came into this world alone, you will leave alone. Stop obsessing over romantic connections, platonic connections. Build that relationship with yourself. Be your own lover, be your own friend. Or you're going to forever feel like you need people. You're going to want people to validate you. You're going to feel lonely and all this other shit. No, nobody got time for that. You got a whole, 50, 80 more years to go in this life, baby. You may want to start turning them weaknesses into strengths right now. I'm telling you right now. Somebody gonna probably try to pop up on you or reach out to you. I feel like for some of y'all, this is gonna be in person. For others of y'all, they probably gonna try to plan to meet up with you or to text or hit you with a phone call. But pay attention to your dreams. All right, have faith, trust in your intuition. Use your intuition at this time. Allow your intuition to guide you. Because I feel like you just been blindly maneuvering in life and probably letting your heart lead the way. And that's how your heart got broken. I ain't saying close your heart off. Never that. That's the God source energy right there. But be mindful. He said that's why my name is Damn Straight. Period. All right, we got Dream World. It says living in a fantasy land. Living in a fantasy land. Illusions, not real love, baby. You was with somebody who did not love you and you thought they loved you. You probably thought you loved them. Maybe you did love them. But baby, this was a fantasy land. This was a relationship filled with illusions, broken promises, potential. I know you heard that saying about potential. The crazy thing is you be waiting around for people to change, but you never had to change. You never had to be better and apologize for traumatizing people. So when you really think about people having to change, you may want to run. Whenever you feel like somebody got to change, because at this point, maybe it ain't happening. Sometimes people do better when you leave their life. Literally had a reading, my own personal reading. That man was not going to change until I dead ass moved on. Some people just that dumb. You fumble good things in your life, you miss out on shit. But look, they ain't got shit to do with me. He ain't got shit to do with me. A whole lot to do with him. That's what I'm telling y'all. Some of these people, they be ashamed. And they're going to be trying to hit you up. You're going to be far away. And that's what I'm telling y'all. You need to help yourself move on. What you stand in a relationship that's not even, you feel empty in. It's not even real love. Love don't hurt, boo. I don't know if you forgot. Love do not hurt. Relationships aren't hard. People make them that way. You walk in that lion's den. You trap yourself in there with that lion. And here go your divine spiritual team, steady trying to get you out of every situation that you put yourself in. Because we most definitely give ourselves karma by what we do and what we don't do. So you may want to ask yourself, why did I choose to leave this person in the first place? Because sometimes you don't be asking them questions and you let people back in your life. But when you take a chill pill, wait. Don't act off an impulse. Because I'm telling you, the sun always comes out to shine again. It won't rain forever. It won't rain forever. Some of y'all probably the ones that's snooping or calling people and hanging up. Because sometimes this can be your own energy. But I for sure know it's going to be some of these people. Because they always come back, honey. They dead inside. They can't be alone. If it's not going to be you, it's going to be somebody else. For some of y'all. Some of y'all could have came into connections with these people when you was already going through shit. So maybe you was trauma bonding. But it's time to break those just generational curses. Some of y'all was dealing with people who weren't even, they couldn't even be a leader. They're very flighty, quick to dip or something. Maybe that was your energy. Because like I said, you weren't safe in this relationship. Literally. But now, new love is going to be coming in. Now, for some of y'all, it's not going to be tomorrow. Okay? That's your problem now. Give your heart a break. You haven't give your heart a break since you first got your first boyfriend. Give your heart a break. Fuck with your own energy for once. Now, when you're getting your life together, getting yourself together, figuring out who the hell you are, instead of having a bunch of people around your energy, family, friends, you always been around people. Hermit mode has been calling your name. That's why some of y'all had to be in isolation. Or, let me say solitude, rather isolation. Just drowning. See, some people was just in it for what they can get. Some people wanted money. Some people wanted you to service them. To take the weight of the world off their shoulders. I'm telling you. But y'all fed up. Y'all walking away, y'all cutting ties, or you soon will be doing this. Because I feel like you only building up resentment for a motherfucker. If people keep breaking promises, I don't know if you think you still going to be able to love them fully like you did. No, you going to become emotionally withdrawn. You going to detach. See, some of y'all was dealing with people who were envious of you. Once again, this don't have to just be romantic counterparts. But yes, some of y'all was sleeping with the enemy. Wild. But you had people who were very spiteful, jealous, just giving hater. But the thing is, y'all were dealing with exhibitionists, narcissists. Individuals who needed to prove themselves because they were insecure. And trust me, in order to save themselves, they most definitely will drown you. Some of y'all was going under, couldn't really keep things afloat. You needed to ask for help. Or you're being encouraged to ask for help if you're currently experiencing that. Some of y'all pretending that this relationship wasn't ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. It's time, because this connection is toxic. It's a destructive relationship. Manipulation was involved, gaslighting. Baby, throw the whole shit away. Some of y'all probably like, oh, well, we twin flames, you know, but no, you was in a runner-chaser dynamic. 11-11. This connection was possibly here to teach you something. Both of y'all was experiencing each other to I feel like it was some type of spiritual stuff going on to help each other grow, heal some. But an actual divine eternal love union, no, baby, that ain't them. Okay? Get that out your head. Because I feel like for some of y'all, that's probably why you still haven't left people alone, because you still have hope and you still feel like no, stop doing that to yourself. It ain't gonna happen. Once again, I told you, if people have to change, once again, you didn't have to change. You're changing, you're growing, you're healing, but you didn't have to change from a person who dished out trauma to a good person. So if you expecting somebody who dishes out trauma, who don't know what love, if you expect, baby, throw them away right now. They have a lot to learn, and all this stuff was supposed to be accumulated during their childhood, and it wasn't. So they have a lot of work to do. More work than you have to do. For a person that knows how to give and receive love, they have so much, way more to do. And you don't want to sacrifice your own goddamn self. I understand you love people, but damn, love yourself more. You know? People were just low-key playing mind games. They knew that they couldn't amount to what you deserved, but they was willing to sit in a connection and destroy you. That's what it is. See, they're going to beat around the bush and say it. But I'm going to say it clear as day. Because that's what the hell it is. See, some of us hard-headed, deep-feeling individuals, we need to hear the hurtful truth. It's better than a beautiful-ass lie. Like they've been trying to give you. Playing with your mind and shit. These people was very immature. Some of them were even testing you. Or maybe you were testing them. Don't test no man, baby. Don't preach to no man. Don't teach no man. No, honey. No. You didn't come here for that. Some of y'all done slept with over several men and ain't do shit for you. Stop letting your portal be taken advantage of. You overall stop getting taken advantage of. That's what the hell going on. They not gonna tell you that. For some of them, they don't give a fuck. They gonna tell you, man, I don't fuck with you like that. I just want to just stop talking to me, bro. I'm talking to somebody else. Some of them gonna do you for real dirty like that. At least they being honest though. It's the hurtful truth. You got other motherfuckers who gonna try to let me dress it up all nice and no, baby. But I'm telling you, they got demons. You have shadows. It's a difference. It's a difference. They have demons. Don't be in that fire. That is not your fight. That is not your battle. And they have to get through it alone. You ain't nobody personal guide and healer around this bitch. These people was very secretive, living a double life. Either they was coming off like they was a certain energy to the world and it was completely different behind closed doors with you, or they literally had a whole nother life going on, literally. In a whole nother relationship, just a liar, deceitful. You can't be with people like this. You can't make no future with people like this. It says it's all just a game to them. Insincere and just having fun. Yeah, some of y'all was dealing with clown ass jokers. It's fun and games, right? Yeah, it's gonna be fun and games. They didn't mess with the wrong person. Because you didn't come into this world dishing out pain and trauma. You literally was a damn angel on earth. That's why they call it Earth Angel. You did not deserve none of this shit. And then, say if you ended up spazzing on people because you just built up so much energy, you've been so tired, you went through enough, and you reflect back to people their own energy, and they gonna look at you like you the crazy one or like you the one that hurt them. That's manipulative as fuck. That's lack of accountability. They most definitely apportion and blame. That's gonna mess with your mental. And some of y'all, you will probably look at yourself like, well, is it me? I'm telling you, it happens real life. So, you know what you deserve, right? I don't have to keep telling you. Right? This situation was complicated. Lots of twists and turns. This says precarious. Precarious. In a naughty situation. I never heard of a naughty situation. Excuse me. But yeah, y'all become closed off, not emotionally available, distracted, hurt in the past. So it's time for you to heal that, because these people can't heal it for you, and they most definitely not about to make your life easier. They most definitely about to keep you in a hurt space. Don't take it personal. Like I told y'all before, some of these people, they just don't know how to give you what you're able to give. But don't self-sacrifice. Don't self-abandon. Leave. If they love you, they will let you go. But some of them are so fucking selfish and they don't know what love is. And they're going to keep trying to hold on to you. Because they selfish. And a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm telling y'all, if y'all look at Yada Awakening, he going to tell you. He going to make you remember how valuable you really are. It says, what you built feel like it's falling apart. It's okay, you have strength to build anew. I'm telling you, you act like you haven't been through the towers and pits of hell before in your life. This is just another situation you can get over. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it was something that wasn't small. It was very detrimental. I see it. But this is something that you can still overcome. So can we start? Can we start the process? Can we start? It's filled with drama, love, hate, relationship, addictions. This gotta go. You deserve peace. Exactly the same energy you give out in relationships. Making people feel all good and shit. But they ain't even making you feel not even close to that. You making little boys and grown men bodies feel like kings and gods. Hell no. I know your ancestors about ready to knock you upside the head. But you got your angels and your other spiritual team that's a little bit more on the... Well, I feel like your ancestors probably giving you, giving you some grace as well, for sure. Because they know where your heart at. It's like the saying I be talking about when I say God expects nothing less from you. Because it's just your heart, your soul, your spirit. But that ain't no... Baby, let me tell you something. This is a collective, honey bun. But yeah, some of y'all could be getting back into school. You be learning things. You very smart. I feel like you like knowledge, for sure. Very strong, bruh. You most definitely reflect back to people who they are, for sure. For sure. Empath. You're an alchemist, too. You need to alchemize all that. Some of y'all have occult interest. Have you heard that, by Ryan's Eye, she created the voice thing. She was like, and then, and then the ancestors or God or something came in and was like, what the hell are you crying for? If you don't get up and do a spell or some shit. It was so funny. It was so funny. But y'all ain't like y'all not alchemists around here. Guys and goddesses with expensive energy. You literally crying over a turd? Little boo-boo? I know you lying. Baby, you better step into your power. Remember who the hell you are. I feel like some of these dusty bums, you done forgot who the hell you was for real. That's because you picking up on they bullshit ass energy. So get them the hell away. Come back into your energy. Period. Remember who the hell you are. You encouraged to come into something new. New friendships, new love, new relationships overall. She said, can't nobody hold me back no more. This song says Kehlani, Lexi's outro. Yep. Any more messages here? Yep, I'm seeing a wish fulfillment. I'm telling you. Little do you know, letting go a little dusty and little boo-boo and getting your whole life together and repairing yourself, fixing yourself, healing yourself, you are going to come into a brand new energy. You're going to feel better. You're going to look better. Therefore, you're going to feel safe again to trust and to give your love. Instead of being so cautious and looking over your shoulder like, is this person going to hurt me? Are they being genuine? Ain't going to be none of that. But you got to clear all this out. I'm going to need you to have nobody in your energy that doesn't reciprocate who you are. Stop settling. Stop being in the lack mindset. Have faith that you can actually attract these type of relationships. Because that's probably why y'all still trying to give people chances, because you feel alone or you feel like, oh, maybe it's too good to be true to attract people that... Don't you exist? Don't I exist? Don't they exist? Damn. See, that's a little bit why I'm happy technology exists, because you can see people dead ass. Because maybe you haven't seen it in your real life reality, but people dead ass be on social media with emotional intelligence speaking. And I'm just seeing the men out here I'm like, let me pinch myself. The fuck? I'm telling you, it exists. It exists. Maybe if you wouldn't have gave that first bum a chance, you probably would have eventually seen that it existed. But it's okay. We ain't going to dwell in the past. We ain't going to dwell. We're just going to heal and we're going to learn. Okay? We're going to learn. But yeah, it's not a fairy tale. It exists. The only fairy tale that didn't exist was you thinking that this was a true love connection. That's the only illusion. Okay? But other than that, true love exists. For sure. The lovers, babe. The lovers. Right behind the moon. Some of y'all dead ass don't believe in true love or something? I had to go smack every ex you had right now. I smack every one of them. I'm in that dark divine film. I smack it. Shit. They need to leave the queens and goddesses alone, bruh. But y'all have to do y'all part and leave they ass alone. Fuck. Y'all steady giving them chances. Literally. Look. This is gonna be people who you can actually feel like safe with. This is gonna be your true community. It's giving soul tribe. People who you can actually build with for real, for real. For real. For real. Like, I gotta say for real again, because, like, for real. Like, you need to get it in your head. Like, what? I'm gonna need you to leave this relationship right now. After this reading done, matter of fact, before it's done, right now, decide, you know what, I'm done settling. I'm done playing with myself like that. I'm a queen. I'm a goddess. I know some people like to tell you, you're not a god and a goddess. That's why them ain't your people. You listening to people who low vibrational as hell, pedophiles, dish out trauma in the world. You got to stop listening to dumbass motherfuckers. You got to... So I'm telling you, you better connect with people who are like you, bruh. That's the best way to go. And if you're in the USA, get the hell out the country. Shit. Don't let nobody come back in. Don't go backwards. The moment you do, you're going to repeat patterns. You're going to repeat some patterns. Where do we go? Wherever you want to go. It's the best thing about free will. Don't let me make the decision for you. You got your own brain, your own limbs. Trust yourself. Period. Maybe ask ChatGPT or some. Where can I go that will, because I know I did a reading to help me see what country would be a good country for me to go to. Because, you know, everybody talk about Thailand, but I mainly would go there because it's probably cheap. But you got to stop living in a lack mindset. Is that really where you would want to go and build a life at? Or is that just survival mode and, oh, it's cheap? So when the tarot reading gave me information, it was talking about, well, go somewhere where you can feel seen and, you know, this and that. Because, you know, I have gifts, baby. I like to do theater, all type of stuff. And it was just saying, you know, based on your tarot spread, go to places that's ... And I'm like, you so right. You so... Why I didn't think of that? You know, so the answers really be in your face. You got to trust yourself. So I sell everything I got and go. Be ready. Be ready. Don't let fear hold you back from anything. And to help you feel a little bit more safe to do things, just take a practical approach. Of course, first travel there to see if you are fine with living there. Don't just fucking, I'm gonna go to Thailand. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, travel to different areas to see which one fits. You know, get the feel of it. See what the price is like, whatever the case may be. You know, y'all smart. You got it. Just ask yourself questions. Just think. She told me, did you forget about me? No, I've been thinking about you this whole time, girl. Sometimes my readings be long, but I can start on you. You said you wanna find out. His name start with a T, right? Can you ask the what would you like your reading to be about again, love? What did you say? Leave the USA? If y'all feel called to. You know, everybody, I feel like you should travel the whole earth, to be honest. That's me. You know what I'm saying? What do you want to do? Who are you? What's your mind? Like, you know? Don't alienate. Don't limit yourself. It was about me and Tyler reconnecting or any messages related to him. I got you, boo-boo. All right, we're going to put a pause on the collective. Go ahead and get started on Miss Lena. Y'all may be able to resonate with her messages. Let me know something if you know something. I don't know. Don't say you don't know, honey. That's why you feel like you don't know. Look, Jacquees just said, don't ask me no questions. He said, don't ask me no questions. I'm telling you, don't be... Trust yourself. I remember when I first got into spirituality, I asked somebody, what do I learn? What do I do research on? Didn't even think about asking myself them questions. And I eventually found the hell out that spirituality has nothing to do with everybody else and their beliefs. Just me and what spirituality is. To me, it's an individual practice. So instead of asking everybody certain questions, just ask yourself, what should I do? Where do I want to go? How should I approach the situation? Y'all are capable. Use your intellect. I told y'all smart. You don't need nobody to make decisions for you or to think for you. That's why you exist. The best thing is that there's nobody else like you. All right? You have your own mind, interpretations, your own energy, baby. Use it, embody it, okay? You all that in a bag of chips. Just experience, you know? That's what I'm saying. First, you don't have to just instantly, you know, drop everything and say, okay, I'm going to go move here, because maybe you won't like that area. Or, you know, some people, they just go off a whim and just move. They don't think about it. Like, regardless, like how somebody, like how you ended up saying, you divinely protected. As long as you got that in the back of your mind, in the front of your mind, and the side to side, you're going to be good. Okay, Miss Lena with Tyler. Her and Tyler. Listen to collective energy back to him, turn my energy back to me. So this song we got coming on, James Arthur, Say You Won't Let Go. Let it go, honey. That's what I'm saying. People want to be held on to. They don't want to be kept for real. You don't get your bum ass out my energy, out the collective's energy. You ain't finna be around here draining me and drowning me while I'm trying to save you. Hell no. We ain't doing that no more, sweetie. Oh, yeah, It's delays. No wish fulfillment. Oh, hell no. You putting in work in a situation, that's like taking a step forward and going 3 steps back. Oh, hell no, honey bun. The Fool is in reverse. The 8 of Pentacles is in reverse. The 8 of Wands is in reverse. The 9 of Cups is in reverse, babe. Tyler gotta go. You be in your head, Miss Lena. You gotta choose yourself. Maybe you feel some type of soulmate connection or union with this person. You choosing them, they choosing you, but you gotta ask yourself, is this the best investment? Because it don't look like it is. It look like you working on something, but I feel like you need to ask yourself, does Tyler align with your values? Does he respect you? Would you be settling for him? What has your inner child always wanted? You know how we think, oh, the knight in shining armor. Is he your knight in shining armor? For you to have to ask to get this reading, I think you may want to ask yourself a few questions, because if you already got to get a reading on somebody should make you know deep down inside that you don't have to worry, that they'll be able to love you, that you can feel love. So when we have to get readings on people, we should take that into account, because obviously he's not doing something right. Maybe you curious about something. Miss Lena, are you here? Can I have some messages for Lena regarding her and Tyler? Oh, no, baby. Oh, no. He got demons. Oh, hell no. You getting the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Anxiety, nightmares. This can also be his energy. Like, we're great together, but it's sad. Yeah, I can see the Two of Cups out here and all that, but that don't mean eternal love and we can work out forever and ever. That just means that y'all love each other, or that y'all are choosing to love each other. And right now, y'all may just be doing good, because it didn't come out in reverse. It's in upright, so it shows that, you know, it's clarifying how you feel. But honey, the Two of Cups came out for me before in a connection with a person that I have to cut off. Dead ass. So I don't feel like you're really... It's a no, honey. The Fool is in the reverse. You need to free yourself from this situation. I don't even think you feel as free or liberated. I don't think you can really expand in this connection and come into who you truly are for real. Like, we're great together. Can I have Tyler's energy when it comes to Lena, or his energy in the relationship? Can I have Tyler's energy? Yeah. He lacks a lot. This doesn't have to just be financially, but this talks about poverty. But I feel like he just lacks things emotionally and in other areas as well. You deserve somebody who's emotionally intelligent, who's emotionally mature, who's not experiencing lack, who doesn't react or act impulsively. Look, there go the alcoholism you're talking about. Yeah, babe, this is an illusion. You're being encouraged to release this and let this go. I know, once again, we all been through the same thing. When we feel like it's working out, is that we find ways to stay with a person. But how about this time you find ways not to stay with him, love? I feel like you keep finding ways to stay with him because you love him. You need to find ways to not stay. One, alcoholism. That's a huge no. He needs to go to what's that called? I don't know if it's rehab, but he needs to go there. He don't need to be in a relationship with you. That's very irresponsible, because he can mess around and hurt you. Alcoholism is an illness. It's more than an addiction. I don't know how old he is, but Some Pondy Replay. I don't know if you know this song by Rihanna, but it's called Pondy Replay. Oh, we ain't done. I'm trying to heal. This person needs to heal, love. I feel like you don't know. It says, I don't know if we will ever change. Our love is always there despite the distance. I know my inability to make it. You're settling with this person, love. That's literally what I'm seeing here. I'll pull you some of these. Any more messages for Lena and Tyler? You gotta ask your, you gotta pay I'm thinking of pay homage, but you need to, you know how when we get into, say before we get into a relationship, we think about our goals, our dreams, our aspirations. And then when we get in a relationship, instead of it being our dreams, goals, and aspirations, it's okay. It goes from my life, my goals, to our life, our goals. Hell no, don't do that. I've learned not to do that when I got married after high school. And my whole life, baby, if I could go back in time. If I could go back in time. So what I'm telling you, before you have regrets, it's good to end a connection before it gets extremely horrible and toxic and whatever else. I don't know your business, especially if you don't tell me. I can see certain things in the reading, but you will most definitely be able to confirm it, like how you mentioned alcoholism. I probably wouldn't have said that if you wouldn't have told me. So it's like, I feel like you need to get closer to you. And if you believe in God, to get closer to God. I feel like this relationship is probably going to direct you that way. See, you can get a reading and you can literally not listen to the reading, because sometimes the heart wants what it wants. But I'm telling you, no, it's a no. You know it's a no, right? I think you just want to hold on because you fuck with him. You love him. That's why God fuck with you, because you genuinely love people, you know, that's good. But no, you deserve to be loved as well. This person, they got demons. They need to figure all that out before they try to pursue you. Sadly, they didn't. Now you got your heart involved. So now you have to protect your heart, because they clearly won't be able to do it, couldn't do it, can't do it, didn't do it. And you have to say, you know what? I love this person, but I love me more. They have some things that I cannot help them overcome and get through and fix. You can't. You all that in a bag of chips, I'm sure. Once again, women, God's gift to men. But some men don't know that. Some men, they don't know that, honey. I need you to know that, though. Look, it says you're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. You holding on to them. Don't hold on to them. You know, ask some of the peers in the chat. Hey, y'all ever held on to a man? You ain't even got to ask. You know we did. Period. You know we did, honey. We did. And what happened? Shit. It ain't last. You know, that's what it is. Because you're not attracting people who dead ass, you know, who on your level. If you're not attracting people on your level, baby, it don't make sense. Therefore, it's not going to make sense. I wouldn't be surprised if people looking at you like, damn, he got her. He bagged her like that. That's because we be settling. In actuality, a man couldn't step close to us, honey bun, if we fully was in our power. I'm not saying you're not in your power, but I'm saying, you know. But yeah, you feel how you feel about y'all good together, whatever. But any more messages for Lena regarding Tyler? You're so welcome, love. Look, sick and tired. If you're not feeling this way right now, this is confirmation that you soon will be feeling this way. It says addictions, roller coaster, toxic connection. You probably already was going through this, because the cards really already be talking about what we've already went through and what we're currently going through. But sometimes it can predict the future as well. I'm not talking about tarot. I'm talking about the oracle cards as well. Sometimes it most definitely can predict some things, but 9 times out of 10, the oracles always bring up what has happened or what's currently happening. So you could have already been experiencing all this BS. And if you have, it's like your mind is almost being trained to downplay it. Like, we good for real, you know? Like, don't do that. It's not even funny. Yes, that's that 9 of Swords. That 9 of Swords. This song is by Kodak Black. It says, it's called Don't Wanna Breathe. Damn. He said, I don't want to live if I can't be with you. I don't want to dream if I can't sleep with you. Maybe you feel like that. Oh, no, baby. Look, escape. Empty. Baby, you resonate with that collective. The same card is coming out. I ain't calling you out of nothing. We just on live. But it's a no, babe. Go ahead and throw him in the trash. All right? He'll be all right. You ain't gonna be all right. So you can be all right, throw him away. Simple. Ain't nothing else to talk about. He said, even when I die, I want to die with you. Oh, hell no. Turn this off right now. And then he said, what's the point of living if I can't live my life with you? My guy. Are you good? You can't be with me. No. You want to be with somebody that, you know, believes in growth. You know, don't think about crazy shit like that. I'm not saying that's his thoughts, but it's a channeled song. It gives, what's that word? It gives suffocating. Like, get off me. Let me breathe. Let me be me. Let me expand. Let me grow. It's my codependent. Okay. It's my codependent energy coming through. Okay. Yeah, see, remember we said earlier about it's an emotional escape. It's an emotional escape. Whatever you need to heal and deal with, you have to heal and deal with. Because being in that space, you're not going to attract people who are good for you anyway. So it's you not winning at all. And not even a little bit. It would be different if this person, if you would attract, but you never going to attract that until you step out of a certain energy, you know? Because sometimes we blindly do these things. We not conscious of shit like this. This song by James Vickery is called Until Morning. Oh, it's a beautiful song. Yeah, you got beautiful energy. I feel like you... I don't like telling people what to do, you know? Like, tell them, yo, break up with your boyfriend. Yeah. But sometimes it gotta be said. Really all the time. Because we really be deserving better. And we'll sit in a relationship until we can't no more. And the goal is to never sit into a relationship until you beat the hell up. Because sometimes we stay until we can't stay no more. But now we got to break that cycle to when we first start seeing shit, no matter if we get attached or not. That's why you got to practice the law of detachment. Don't be attached to nothing. We'll never get out of those patterns. We'll never break these generational curses if we still are capable of repeating cycles and patterns. You got to do what's best for you. You too smart. You too worthy. You too deserving. You know what I'm saying? Talk to yourself like that in the mirror. Because, baby, this right here, this ain't gonna do nothing but be highs and lows. Highs. 1 minute it feel great. Next minute, the opposite. And it's gonna be repeat. Next thing you know, narcissism, empath paradigm, narcissism. Wait, I just said that. I'm trying to think of something else, child. I forgot. But trust me, it's not nothing good. It's unhealthy. Trauma bonding, that's what I was trying to say. And the list goes on. It says sick and tired. If you're not in this energy, eventually you're going to be sick and tired because it's going to be a cycle. Cycle. I'm telling you. It says decision made. Maybe you low-key already made your decision for real. You just still holding on. Or maybe this is what's going to happen in the future. You know? Once again, I don't know what you will do after this reading, because sometimes we get a reading and then we be like, you know what? She don't know what the hell she talking about. Let me just, But I'm telling you now. This man, ask yourself, do he align with my goals, my values? Da-da-da. Is he pushing me away from God or closer? Can I breathe? Is this a codependent relationship? Is he capable of loving me? We're not talking about potential, honey. Because we broke up like a couple months ago and then I was missing him. Right, that's what I'm saying. See what I said in the collective? How we get these thoughts like, oh, I miss him. Let me hit him up. I literally dead ass said that. Hey, boo. Confirm this 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. That's what I'm saying. It's not worth working on. It's not worth fixing. It's not worth doing none of that. You literally are probably being called to start new with somebody completely different. I'm not saying tomorrow, like I was telling the collective. Sometimes we gotta give our heart a break. We can't get out of one connection and hop into another one. No, we need to heal. We've been through way too much, not even just in our romantic relationships, but our platonic relationships. Baby, You had an awakening, or you will have an awakening. And I feel like it's encouraging you to start new with somebody else and to really, like, look, heartbreak. You probably already done shedded tears over this man already. Anybody who make you cry, all right, I'm calm down. But anybody that make you cry, honey bun, they gotta go. I'm calm down. They gotta go. This is delays. This is setbacks. Possibly poor communication from this Eight of Wands. Probably ain't in no rush for growth or nothing. Look, the same energy, the same exact energy that came out. The Nine of Swords, you mentioned that anxiety, all of them thoughts. Look, that's him. It's probably you too. This is a whole female right here. Or that's how that man gonna have you. This energy, especially when we talking about love, it talks about separation and breaking up. I know how hell it was really. Look, someone in the chat said threesomes. Damn. Okay. Heavy drinking, lying, and scams. So glad it's over with. Don't get yourself more deeply invested, because, baby, it's going to be harder to leave. Remember, you said you got this codependent one you got to work on. You got to work on that. Like, you have to work on that. Remember, I told you, you're going to attract what... Man. See, sometimes we think we can attract greater. But sometimes if we capable of settling and we in codependent energy, we 9 times out of 10 going to attract that same type of energy. Why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? We capable of it. We capable of... So, you know... But true love is worth the wait. I promise you, true love is worth the wait. I don't care if you gotta wait 50 years. It ain't gonna be that long. But it is worth the wait. It's better than settling, getting heartbroken, being in cycles. No, that's not love. I don't know if you had paternal situations where your parents, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, baby, a lot of stuff still stem in childhood. I'm telling you, that's just real. You can have a loving space for him in your heart, but from a distance, love, because he's capable of destroying you. He's already self-destructive. He's an alcoholic. He's already fucking up himself. Like, that's not good. He doesn't love himself. Sometimes people go through bad times and they just drink their problems away, but this is different. It's not one of those situations. I have a father figure. They have the same illness a bit. You know, some people can come off as functioning addicts, to where it still look like they can operate, you know, in a way that doesn't give they're completely addicted or whatever. But no. Any last messages for look, your security, abundance. This is your birthright. This is your birthright, queen. For now, you go by queen. Now, this song by Zanti is called Afraid of the Dark. You gotta let him face some demons on his own. And you gotta face your shadows. Don't be out here trauma bonding with people. That is not gonna work. Okay, it's time for growth. It's time for separation. It's time for healing. And it's time to embark on your journey. This is your life. You didn't come in here attached to him. This is your life. You don't say, okay, well, I guess he's addicted to alcohol. I guess I'm just gonna deal with... No, because I love him. No, honey. This is when we choose us. Because he's not going to choose you like you're going to choose him. It's impossible. It's probably a stressful or hard decision because maybe you feel like real happy around this person. But that's trauma bond for sure, because ain't nothing safe about this person. And sometimes when we blindly in love, sometimes we make things make sense. And we give ourselves reasons to stay. Or we try to change our beliefs and our values and shift it just so this person can be able to stay in our lives. Because whole time you do value yourself. You do love yourself. But maybe it need a little bit more attentiveness and work, right? But yeah, honey bun, that's pretty much what I'm seeing for you in Ty. I see y'all. That's cute, but it ain't safe. We want safe shit. We don't want that toxic See, some people, especially depending on who you have around you, they can even influence this type of relationship. I remember I was watching Black Ink, and one of the ladies, the moms, when she was talking about the relationship with somebody else, she was like, yeah, that's that some type of love. And I was like, you damn near confused the hell out of me. I damn near went back. I'm like, hold the hell up. This is toxic. The way people just come off like, okay, period, y'all cute. That's that strong love. No, that's that toxic, trauma bonding, narcissist empath paradigm type of love. And that ain't love. You're not going to really be able to, you know, the Fool is in the reverse. The Fool usually talks about an upright individuality, embarking on a new journey, taking that leap of faith. Did you even cross the threshold to, take that leap of faith, honey bun? You got to do it. You got to put that thought in your mind. I feel like you keep pushing it away. Don't do that. You gonna hurt your own feelings for sure. Don't do that. So welcome, love bug. You go by Queen now. That's Queen right there. Little do you know, shit, people looking at you like, damn, Queen. Not in a lustful way, though. But yeah, grow individually. Free yourself. This is not freedom. You're going to meet somebody. It ain't going to be tomorrow. It could be, but I don't think it should be, because we have free will. Love can come any damn time, but I don't think you should be accepting offers until you really, fuck with yourself, until you, appreciate your own energy to where you can be alone and you ain't gonna get, you're not gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I miss him, let me, just chill, just heal, just remove yourself from him. Move forward, It don't even have to be like, oh, that's abandonment. No, because what it was really is self-abandonment. So you ask me which one I'm going to do. I'm done with the self-abandonment. See, if I was still in another space, I probably would have told you, give him a chance, He an alcoholic, but you can help him work through. Hell no, I'm not telling you that. That's bad advice. Look, empty. Push-pull is a struggle. Feel alone any damn way, or you eventually will. Toxic. You see all these horrible-ass energies? It's a no. What's on the front? Look. Oh, childish. Other loves. I don't even think he's trustworthy, honey. Self-righteous. Juice WRLD can even be significant. See? He about to make me throw up a little bit. Honey bun, you deep down inside knew what to do. This may just be confirmation, as every reading we get is always confirmation. It's always telling us what we already know. We already experiencing. But yeah. I feel like you over it, or eventually you will become over it. Don't allow yourself to get to that point. Cut it off right now. Your inner child will thank you. Your highest self will commend you. And you will eventually feel like so proud of yourself, you know, because you probably never really done that before. You probably always self-abandoned, self-sacrificed. What's the energy? Ooh, this your energy, love. King of Cups. I was thinking of you as the Queen of Cups, the nurturing and everything. It could still be. But this can also be a person that you're attracting in your energy. So I feel like you have your own personal individual work that you need to do. And I feel like your true soulmate, the divine counterpart, is also going to be doing that work. And y'all are going to match each other in the best ways. Because this other person, maybe you or them, they have passion for you and everything like that. But I feel like you are encouraged to move forward, love. For sure. I feel like this has already been illuminated to you. But for some reason, it's almost, you see the moon and the sun here? There could have been some illusions and everything, but I feel like it's something that was revealed, though. You know? Sorrow, dwelling on the past. You could still be hurt from the things that happened before. Or maybe this don't even have to just tie to him. You could still be sad and in negative emotions about the relationships that didn't work out in your life. But since this is a reading about you and him, it can just be, you know, regarding things that happened in the past that you still haven't healed from him. But you a dime plus 99. You've been hurt and it's time to let go. When somebody hurts you or when somebody do something to you, I don't even know why y'all broke up, but you broke up for a reason. You got to remember why you break up with people. I don't care if he broke up with you. You the queen. He the problem. That's what it be every time. I don't care what nobody try to say. The men be the problem. I'm telling you. But yeah, honey bun, if you feel like I didn't answer your questions, it's grand, or you feel dissatisfied, just let me know. Other than that, that's pretty much what I'm seeing with you and Lil Boo Boo. Queen. Do them affirmations. Do that inner child healing. Do the shadow work. Sit with yourself. Get into that solitude, the introspection. You deserve this. You don't deserve to be in codependent energy, man. Only you can help yourself get out of that energy. Nobody can save you out of that. Nobody can fill that void for you, just like you cannot do that for him. And I don't think your spirit want it to be that easy anyway. It's more rewarding when you come out the darkness on your own, because you like, damn, okay, big dog. You know what I'm saying? It feel more rewarding. You all let in a bag of chips, honey. Just focus on balance, harmony. All right? Shift your perspective. Love yourself. He needs to love himself. Thank you, love. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, Miss Lena, Queen. Other than that, I do return your energy back to you, and I release my energy back to me with the same energy that I've given out, which is all things grand, love. I do wish you the best on your journey, and I thank you again for your trust and your support. The last song that could be significant is by Roddy Ricch. It's called Backseat. Run it back, like a track meet. Something about track could be significant. But yeah, collective, back to this reading. Any more messages for the collective? We had to get Queen out the way. If anybody else would like to get on the list, feel free. The list is open. I'll be on here for a little longer until I have to charge my phone, which is possibly a little soon. Let me get this water. Is this it? Is this the water? You've been right here this whole time? Your girl is parched. Miss Lena, if you still here and you would like to leave your feedback on my website, You can just click the link in my bio, go on website, and scroll down to the comment area. And you can leave your feedback there. I don't even know if Queen in here anymore. But all right. Any more messages here for the collective? Oh yeah, let's pull some of those. Let's pull some of those. Yep, a childhood friend or lover could be significant. People who you've known for a minute or that's been in your past. Any messages for the collective? It says money issues. Somebody got money issues, but guess what? You won't be having them for long. Some of y'all money ain't funny no more, or it won't be for long. But for other people, I can't say the same about them. All right, it says, I love you. You're attracting somebody. Am I ashy? Damn. All right, confirm. I love you. Either you could love yourself. You're being encouraged to love yourself. Or this is talking about another person. And confirmation is talking about another person. It's somebody who wants to try again. It says, can we try again? This could be somebody who literally verbatim asked you, can we try again? Because it's in quotation marks. Any more messages for the collective? Check on your health, whether it's emotional, physical, mental. Check on your health. Some of y'all, especially if you're not in abstinence or celibacy, you need to go to the clinic and you need to stop having unprotected sex. Simple as that. You can't be trusting these dusty bums. Look, it says baller on a budget. Some of y'all probably balling on a budget. I've been balling for a while, yep. I get money by the pound, yep. And every day I count bands, yep. I'm the motherfucking man. That song is by PNB Rock. It's called Ballin'. But yeah, somebody a baller on the budget. Maybe it can be this person that's trying to get back into your energy. Remind you, when we talking about people that's coming out in the readings, it don't have to just be romantic individuals, especially when we talking about love. All right, this energy could be your energy, or it can be the other person's energy, or it can be both, right? It says someone is jealous of your looks and the attention you get. Wow, this is crazy because somebody mentioned this before, and sometimes we just be brushing shit over, you know. But baby, see, some of y'all probably didn't got many confirmations, the same confirmations. You got to take heed to that. I don't know if your childhood dreams was shattered and you stopped believing in magic, but baby, synchronicities and all this spiritual stuff is true. That's why you spiritual, or at least that's why you believe in readings or get them. Look, delusional, don't be delulu. Okay? But yeah, some of y'all could be dealing with people who are a bit delusional. Or be mindful of being in that energy yourself. All right? Any more messages for the collective? It says changed number. This could be confirmation to change your number. Or somebody changed their number. All right, we got unfair. Confirm unfair. They miss you. And it's coming out in the reverse. On the back, it says kids are involved. Yeah, see, this is not fair for your kids. This, you know, they don't deserve that. They deserve to see a happy family, a healthy relationship. And they deserve to be in one too. Just think about you, how you didn't see that in your childhood. You needed that as a kid. Because then, next thing you know, you started settling and being in relationships that was not worth your time and energy. But with this unfair energy, somebody may feel like something is unfair, that you don't miss them, or this energy can really be said in many ways. I'm a Gemini and Mercury, honey. So when I be getting downloads, I be seeing them in 1,000 different ways. And I don't got time to just be popping a blood cell to be doing that. So for your own life, take it how it resonates, right? Unfair is out here with they miss you. I feel like for some of y'all, these people really got some nerve to be around here missing you when they not even respecting you or doing right by you. It's like being with these people is just unfair, and they got the nerve to sit around here talking about they love you. Can they try again? Do you even miss the collective for real, or do you just miss what they do to you? Like, they make you happy. They probably have sex with your dirty ass. That's why I'm telling collective, stop. Because they don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. I don't even know why. Who the hell told us about this? Who the hell told us about SEX? They wrong. Because, baby, it says just visiting or not from current area. This could be somebody who was visiting you, who weren't from the area that you live. This can even be metaphorically saying that these people was just here for a short time, not a long time. You could be seeing flies, ants, bed bugs, rodents, roaches, gnats, spiders, ticks, fleas. Any type of unwanted pests could be significant. It says same old love. Then I'm getting reminded of Selena Gomez. On the back it says same people, different bodies. Aren't you tired of connecting with people like the same people in different bodies, like the same old love? It's not really love, but it's just the same old. I'm so sick of that same old love. That shit, it tears me up. Look, yellow light. We got to slow down. Slow down, boo. On the back it says red light. Stop. Some people was just slowing you down. Some of y'all was being encouraged to slow the hell down. Because remember we talked about the haste, the impulsive thoughts, acting on those impulsive thoughts. Sometimes you reaching out to people who you shouldn't even reach out to. Only because you feel like you missed them. Only because you feel this and feel that way. But no ma'am, no ham, no what? No turkey. That needs to stop. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Exactly. For those of you who feel like you can't walk away, it's hard to walk away, you can do it, love. And it don't even have to tie to all of this. This can tie to overall your life overall. Like, believe in yourself. You can do it. Whatever you put your mind to, whatever you want to accomplish, it can happen. All right? It says lean on trusted individuals to help you get through things. Because some of y'all, it's okay to feel down and like you need a shoulder to lean on. It's okay. But don't walk into the lion's den or be connected with snakes in the grass, because they ain't going to do nothing but hurt you even more. So if you are going to lean on people and it's not you, last time I checked, don't put your faith in man, because man will what? Disappoint you every time. But see, when we talking about divine beings like you won't have to worry about that. So lean on trusted individuals to help you get through things, period. It says family drama. So half of y'all, we ain't talking about your family, because they're drama kings and drama queens. But side note, some of y'all, family drama could be going on. Or there's some family drama. What's the back of it say? It says chaotic family, rude or messy family, no home training. Some of these people don't have the common sense God gave them. Some people don't have no home training. You can't take these motherfuckers nowhere. Okay? Some of them messy as hell, probably gossiping in your business, wanting to know the tea. Just very chaotic. They got problems. Your family got problems. Now, I'm just bugging by point. I'm just messing with you. But look, provoking, bruh. I was just over here, like, agitating y'all a bit. That's what, and then look, that's because that's their energy, bruh. That's their energy. That's what they do. Be trying to poke with you and shit. Provoking you. Because they want negative reactions out of you. That's, bro. See how that's what I'm saying. You be picking up on people's energy the whole time. You think it's yours. It could still be yours, but not in a way like, you know what I'm saying? Look, we got bored. Some of y'all, you not bored. You not bored for real. Like, I don't know if you be thinking you be bored. You not bored. But for others of y'all, you could be. Because just because it's in the reverse don't mean that it has to be said in the reverse. Especially because some of my cards are literally in the reverse. Like, they not even supposed to be in reverse. Like, some of them in reverse. Look, see? This one in reverse. What's this? Somebody is or has abused or neglected their children. Damn. See what I mean? That could be significant, even though it was in the reverse. So some of y'all, just because these cards come out in reverse don't mean that they're like in the reverse. It's just an accident, but sometimes it can mean the opposite or it's shadow version. So like I said, some of y'all, you could be bored, or this could be talking about other people's energy. Or you're not bored at all. It's all in your head. And if you are bored, it's plenty shit to do. Why are you bored? You can always pick up a new hobby, learn some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why people ever be bored. It's always something to do. Get off social media. Look, it says messaging you through payment apps. This could be somebody who's messaged you through payment apps, or this is future energy. It hasn't yet happened, and it will. For some of you guys, take it how it resonates for you and you only, because this is a collective. It's not a personal. If you guys are wanting to get more messages to pull off your energy, make sure you are double tapping that screen, following, gifting, anything that's contributing to the live. All right? Because I'm setting my intentions to pick up on energy for people who are actually like contributing to the live, because, you know, this type of stuff, it's a bit draining. It's a bit, you know, it drains the energy a bit. I really should be asleep, but gotta wake up in the AM. Move your feet, lose your seat. I don't know if some of y'all feel like you irreplaceable, but you literally not. So I don't know if you feel like, oh, well, I don't know if this person is going to be waiting. Baby, they going to be waiting. Some of them, they going to have company while they waiting on you to come back. But these people, you shouldn't even worry about all this, because you cut people off for a reason. So I don't even know why you would give a damn. That must mean that you plan on reconnecting with these people. Now, didn't we just have a conversation about this? I know you lying. But yeah, move your feet, lose your seat. It's coming out, and it's coming out in the reverse. I feel like that's meant to be in the reverse for sure. But it don't have to be. All right, it says confirmation. Remove this relationship from your energy. The hell wrong with you? Mariah, the sciences is significant. We got vicious. It says deliberately cruel or violent. Some people are deliberately cruel or violent. That's crazy. You don't deserve them type of relationships. You are literally an earth angel. Ethereal soul. That's self-torture right there. Look, love without expectations. That's you for sure. Dealing with these type of people, you better love without expectation, because if you expect them to reciprocate the energy, you're gonna be disappointed as hell. So I see why love without expectation came out. We got gamers, games are significant. This can even be metaphorically. People who be playing games. Remember we talked about that Joker energy earlier? How people don't take shit seriously. They're insincere. If you haven't followed me, make sure you do give me a follow, because you may never see my face again. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you see people on your For You page and you never see them again. Unless you probably interact with their posts or something. But we got groupie. See, some of these people like to be in the mix. And I feel like you got a lot more respect for yourself. You got dignity. Some of these people don't have dignity. You know what I'm saying? You talking about people who can't be alone. They're willing to have fake ass people around in their energy just to validate them, and it's delusion. It's psychotic for real. Yeah, I said it. It says the thought of you with someone else kills me. See, the thought of y'all with somebody else kills these people. But the crazy thing is, it don't kill them that goddamn much. Especially since they still playing on your top. It came out in reverse too. That's why I'm saying it like that. All right, it says sex in crazy places are significant. So maybe this is talking about a person who you had sexual relations with in like crazy places. Maybe it was public places, in the car, outside, in other people's houses. Now, for people who was having affairs and they were taken, some of these people were literally in their own homes, disrespecting their partner, having relationships in their home. So you see different energies coming out. For some of y'all, this could be talking about more than one romantic situation. Your platonic connections coming out here. You've seen the family shit. So it's just different people, you know. So just apply to how it fits. Remember, this video is also being posted on YouTube if you don't get to stay for the whole collective, or if you missed it in the beginning. So that even tells you that some of this is going to be picking up on people energy who going to be seeing it from other platforms. So if the message not for you, don't take it for you. Don't be stressing yourself out now. trying to take every message. All right, we got entertainment. Remember, the people are a deep joke. Joker didn't came out by 3 times. That's how you know these people are complete jokes. They're literally walking jokes. Some of y'all probably literally laughed in their faces before or some shit. But entertainment is here. Maybe you could, maybe you even entertain these people just by being you. Maybe you're talented. Maybe you're a performer, a musician, a dancer. Something about entertainment, whether it's a hobby, your energy, other people being a damn joke, like just apply to how it fits, you know? We got deadbeat coming out. So, of course, you dealing with people who have father wounds, mother wounds, abandonment wounds, really, to numb it, to, you know, make the list shorter. That's why some people abandon you or have the potential to abandon you. So once again, don't take these things personal. People just was having absent parents or feeling neglected way when they was kids. That's why they break promises and don't even provide, whether they don't provide accountability, reassurance, love. It makes sense. That's what I'm saying. Don't expect a lover from a motherfucker who can't give love. Don't expect people to not snake you if they're snakes. It's as simple as that. It says you are getting the job, and then when I seen this intuitively, I feel like y'all are literally learning the lessons. But confirmation, because I did see something about promotion and, you know, more money coming in, so you will be getting that job. Period. Look at you on your shit. See, that's what some of y'all really need. You really need to just indulge in your hobbies, get into work, because then when you occupied and you focus, you ain't gonna really give too much of a damn. See, when you not as busy, and then you know how your thoughts be rambling. Yeah, that's why I'm saying get out into nature, especially if you don't have like a busy life. I'm not saying be so busy that you avoid things that's on your mind and da-da-da. Like, no. But discrimination. That's what I'm saying. Of course, you the black sheep, right? You the underdog. So, of course, people gonna discriminate against you, whether this was racially, sexually, whether this was even just abuse or neglect in some type of way, judgment or prejudiceness. Remember, we talked about people being haters. And then, look, the song that's coming on is Diva by Beyonce. Okay, collective. Okay, we got some divas in here. Female version of a hustler. You know that, right? Confirmation. Now you know. You inspire people. You inspire people. And I know you ain't no hater, because you probably get inspired for sure. Look, obsessive habits. And on the back it says somebody has stolen from you. At the bottom it says remain cautious. So if you got to worry about thieves and remaining cautious of people and dealing with people with these obsessive habits, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Because I know this can't be collective energy. Okay. But this obsessive habits that can be your energy, you may want to check yourself at the door. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Get into alignment, honey. Yeah, be brave. Some of y'all, we already talked about the strength earlier. Some of y'all are very strong, courageous, all that. If you guys are wanting to get your own personal read, $7 questions, $25 readings, and $50 readings. All right, no disappointment around here. Just straight integrity and accuracy. It says you are a chosen one. Confirmation. Because I know some people like to be around here. They like to get mad and try to humble you and say, oh, you ain't no chosen one. If you chosen, I'm chosen. She ain't no Tina. You, bro, I'm telling you right on point, the synchronicities. Right when I said that, Beyonce was like, what she said? Yo, man, look. It says you are an amazing person to be around. I see why they don't want you to be out of their life. Do you not know? You the only person who don't really know who you are like that. Because if you did, you wouldn't fuck with these people. Maybe you do know, and you just need to be more confident, embody something. Because why are these people coming out in your reading? That mean they somehow still gotta be affiliated in some way. They pull under your energy or something. I know next time I give y'all a reading, none of this better not come out. Look, we got in-laws. That's what I'm saying. It came out in reverse. This is how I want to see the reading next time. Okay. But I'll let you slide right now. I'll let you slide a little bit. In-laws. No in-laws? Confirm in-laws. Coming out in reverse. Change your number. Yeah, I don't care who these people are. Especially people who are not even blood related to you, but they probably still family by marriage or something like that. Change your number, honey. If they was meant to be around, they would be around. If you cut them off, they cut off for a reason. And what's that Glorilla song? She said, I was thinking about going back to my ex, but I realized if he ain't here now, he ain't meant to be around, or something like that. I know that was pretty wordy and too damn long to be a lyric, so she didn't say that verbatim, but she said something of the sort. Look, it says take a different approach. On the back, it says January. These don't have to be together. But it can be. All right, so maybe in January, take a different approach. Or the month January could just be significant. And the zodiac signs of January, I know one of them is Aquarius. It may be Pisces, if I'm not mistaken. All right. But yeah, it can just be separately. So take a different approach for those who are getting like this confirmation. Okay, I'm taking a different approach. All right. We got miserable. Super. We got Aya Star coming on. It's called Rhythm and Blues. Give them the blues, honey. By still operating your authenticity, your truth. Don't let nobody knock you off your shine, off your grind, off your pedestal. Because misery loves company. They miserable. They trying to make you miserable. That's why I'm saying you got to protect your peace at all costs. So once again, look, she said something about losing her composure. Don't do it. Some of these people want to see you act out in a certain way. I told you, life is a game to most of these people. They messy as hell. They like drama. Some of y'all, you don't mess with conflict. But these people, they mess with it. All right? It says, this person called you on purpose. Remember we talked about the, like, people contacting you and hanging up and all that? But take it how it resonates. Everybody's life is different. So this is your confirmation that this person called you on purpose. Some of y'all, this hasn't happened yet. So when the future time comes and you remember this video, just remember, they called me on purpose. All right? But don't be answering no phones. Don't be responding to no texts. Once again, confirmation to change your number. Too many people got it. All right. Somebody could be in their 20s. Leverage. Maybe you got leverage over someone. Or maybe, see, your flex is that, or your leverage is that it's not even personal. You know, like tit for tat or trying to get your lick back. This is something that's like, baby, what I can hold over your head has a whole lot to do with me and nothing to do with you. I'm a 10 out of 10. And this don't have nothing to do with the body or the looks, but it has a whole lot to do with who I am within. That's what I got over you. So you winning regardless. And they fumbling every time because they breaking somebody's heart who never intended to break theirs. It's crazy. But people don't get what they deserve. It says you broke my heart, so I broke yours. See, people was just out here hurting you because they were hurt. Now, aside from that, somebody could have broke your heart because you broke theirs. Or this could be your energy. You broke somebody's heart because they broke yours. Right? That's what I mean by, take it how it resonates. it says this person's new person favors you. So whoever has, like, say if you had this ex and they got into a new relationship, that new person favors you in some type of way, whether it's your looks, like your wittiness, like something. I don't know if they was trying to copycat off of you, or if the person that you left just was desperate to reconnect with you and they couldn't, and they had to get somebody that was similar. But ain't nobody like you. That's the crazy thing about it. All right, we got Pop Smoke coming on. It's called For the Night. Yeah, I've got in my head, some people just want you for the night. So this could be lustfully. And I remember I made a video that was saying, even if people can't get the whole you, they'll settle for 25%. They'll settle for 50-50. You know? Projecting on you. That's what I'm saying. Be mindful. Because that's all people doing. They projecting on you. I told you. If people don't see the beauty in themselves, they won't see it in anybody else. Next thing you know, you a ugly big bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel about themselves. So they project on you. Don't be believing that nonsense. All right? This don't even have to be within your family or religion. This can be worldwide with strangers. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things happen unexpectedly. You can find yourself in a debate and the whole live attacking you. Whole time you are earth angel and everything else. That's what I'm saying. They're going to be dealt with. Just make sure you protect your own energy and your own peace. That's why I don't be debating with no damn body. Because I already got the common sense that they believe in that wholeheartedly. Just like when I used to be religious and somebody tried to tell me something other than religion, I'm like, bro, it's not going through. Like, I literally remember it wasn't going through. Like, I'm not about to argue with nobody, debate with nobody, because it's just no point. I'm talking to a wall. Like, I literally been there myself. Like, that's how I'm able to talk about shit. Or to, like, empathize or understand, like, in a certain way. Because I was in that energy myself, you know? Or whatever the case may be. It says, yes, yeah, see? Sometimes I learn to just keep my little old mouth closed, honey. Projecting onto you. All right, on the back it says, even if it's not true, even if it's trauma, even if it's opinions, whatever it is, they're going to trauma dump, they're going to project, whatever it is. I'm telling you, be mindful. You got to protect yourself. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to connect with people who are like you. That's why we give ourselves karma, because the choices we make or the choices we don't make. If you out here not substituting these horrible people for better people, you probably going to go through something. You know what I'm saying? If you probably don't have as much confidence or trust in yourself when it comes to your own beliefs and thoughts, and you a people pleaser or people validate you or whatever the case may be, you probably going to believe what people saying. So you got to do your own personal work. People just mirroring back to you really who you are, what you need to work on. Okay? Now, look, time wasting, I'm telling you. Literally. And I don't ever feel like y'all be wasting y'all time, especially when you love people and you do this and you do that, because life is just a learning experience, you know? Gratitude for the lessons, because they're just as grand as blessings. But at the same time, you wasting your damn time. Okay? You're wasting your time talking to somebody, trying to heal somebody, trying to get somebody to see your point. If they had that vision, they would have that vision. They don't got that vision. Being around certain people can ugly your reflection in the mirror. We got DUI. Yeah, in that sense, next thing you know, you can stop feeling beautiful. You can stop feeling worthy. You know? I don't know what you meant by when you typed that sentence, but, you know. But look, we got DUI. Some about that could be significant. Be mindful of driving with people who are under the influence, or you be mindful of driving under the influence, because you may get pulled over. Plus, you know, just don't do it. Sometimes we just be making dumb choices. Don't do that. All right, maybe this is talking about something else, right? To help you pinpoint something in the past or present, future energy, whatever could be significant. But I wouldn't want to leave and know why. Okay, I haven't heard this song in a while. It's crazy because this playlist that I put it on, it has over 10,000 songs in it. So I set my intentions to play the channeled songs, right? So Summer Walker, Body is coming on. We got Attack coming out in the reverse. And my thing is, some people they be barking up the wrong tree. They be attacking the wrong person. That's why I'm saying God gonna handle them. You don't have to lift a finger. Karma gonna knock everybody. What you said? Karma gonna get them. I'm telling you. So you can finally say, you know what? I don't fight no more. Period. Attack, reverse. Confirm this attack, reverse energy. Catch flights, not feelings. Period. That's what I'm saying. Don't even get out of character. Protect your peace so much to the point shit don't even make you mad for real. That's why I say you gotta give yourself enlightenment. You dealing with people who are low vibrational, who are self-righteous, who are a lot of things. They clearly want to rise out of you. You know what I'm saying? Just make it make sense. Like, just make it make sense. We got detox. This can be in any way. Detox your mind, body, soul, relationships, whatever the hell. All right? Then we have think outside the box. Whether it's a shift of perspective, which is completely different from thinking outside the box, but that's what came in my head. But think outside the box, you guys. Any more messages for the collective? It says overprotective family members, mom, dad, siblings, or opposites. This came out in the reverse as well. So I feel like some of the people who were close to you didn't protect you like they should have. And I'm not going to say it was their job to protect you, but at the same time, like, you probably felt, not really safe with them or protected or taken up for or something. Any more messages for the collective? Confirm this overprotective family members energy. Impress. Oh, yeah. See, and then for some of y'all, that's probably where the people pleasing started coming in. When people wasn't giving you the energy that possibly should have been given to you, especially as a kid, you probably started seeking the attention even more. Like, say if somebody wasn't paying too much attention to you, instead of giving that attention to yourself, you probably was still hungry for it from them. Next thing you know, you started picking up on people pleasing. That's real cool. That's why I like doing readings, because I be telling myself some shit. But it says impress. Okay, we got on the back hobbies. Shit, y'all could have been doing this shit like with a hobby. That's probably why you pick up on it on your relationship. I'm telling you, shit be stemming down in childhood. Or the first origin, the first start, the first initiation, the first whatever of when this happens. That's when it forms. For sure. A lot of it has happened in childhood. For sure. Any more messages for the collective? It says, my family and friends don't like you. We don't give a damn, motherfucker. Of course they ain't gonna like the collective. The collective irritates their demons. The collective is beautiful inside and out. The collective inspires people. Do it make sense that they don't like the collective? Hell nah. I like the collective. This is some good energy. But they don't like you. That's because they don't like their damn self. They hating. Alright? We got surprise visit. If you would like a reading, honey bun, you can either double tap, follow, send gifts to get some messages from the collective so it can pick up on your energy. Or you can purchase your own read, $7 questions, $25 readings, and $50 readings, love bud. But yeah, somebody could be, you expect a surprise visit. Expect to see something or somebody that you didn't expect to see or something to be a surprise. All right. It says attention magnet. And it's coming out in the reverse. It says attracts attention without trying. I feel like you attract attention without even trying. Maybe some of y'all haven't really been, I don't know, able to be seen or something. Makes sense if you in hermit mode. But you're an attention magnet for sure. And maybe some of y'all, I don't know, if somebody been losing themselves, they haven't been dressing up, they haven't been keeping up with themselves. Like, I still feel like your energy is so potent enough for people to still draw attention to you, but I don't know, like, it's coming out in the reverse. So, all right, it says the wrong way. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, Dali. Hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong. My apologies if I am. It says baggage. It's coming out in the reverse. I don't feel like collective got baggage. I feel like these other people got baggage. And if the collective was having some type of baggage, I feel like this is being worked on and cleared. I feel like this may have been picked up as you've been experiencing other people in life, for sure. Because I never known the collective to be having baggage. Because baggage is not flaws. Baggage is baggage. Okay? So, like I said, it came out in the reverse. And I wholeheartedly feel like ain't no baggage going on with the collective. Alright? Okay, what's this song? Oh, that's Juice WRLD, period. Okay, this song a little explicit, but it's called Telepathy. Okay, collective. Period. Didn't I say Juice WRLD was significant earlier? It says building confirmation that you most definitely have telepathy. So if you ever feel like you picking up on what other people saying, you type a comment, next thing you know, somebody else typed the comment before you or after you, whatever. You picking up on what somebody thinking, somebody say what you think, whatever the hell. Telepathy, okay? Juice, we got to change that song, okay? But building maintenance is significant, and this can even be metaphorically. You just working on yourself, period. But for sure, literally building maintenance or something like that could be significant. Hello. All right, it says you are ready. Go. I don't know if you want to move. I don't know if you got an idea. I don't know if it's a project you ready to start on. I don't know what the hell going on, right? In your life personally, only you do. So you are ready. Go. Period. We got reconciliation here. So on the back we got designer. And I'm getting this not necessarily within relationships, but dibbling and dabbling back into what you used to do. Or coming into things that you haven't really gotten a chance to fully explore. Maybe it's fashion. Maybe it's something that's tied to creativity. Maybe it's tied to the hobbies. But for some of y'all, for sure, reconciliation could be happening outside of, yourself. It could be like with other people. But do know that you are in control of your life. You literally have free will. You can choose to reconcile or not. But sometimes the energy just still comes out regardless of what we feel like we're going to do in the future or not. Sometimes it's just no, this is what's going to happen. But sometimes you can for sure decide if you want to or not. But either a reconciliation that already happened or it's a reconciliation that will be happening. Or like I said, this could just be pertaining to your hobbies, others, like the stuff I just said, right? Snapchat me that. All right. Khaled is coming on the song Retrograde. We may be experiencing a retrograde. Usually people only think about the Mercury retrograde, but a lot of times there will be other retrogrades going on. Venus, all type of stuff. So maybe you can ask Google, ChatGPT, what retrograde are we experiencing? And then you can see how it may be affecting you based on your placements of your chart. Like really get into astrology, your birth chart, human design, if you want to. I ain't gonna be out here projecting on you, okay? If you want to. I fuck with astrology. So that's just up to you. You don't have to fuck with astrology. All right? But Snapchat can be significant. This can even just be saying take more pictures. Snapchat is like I don't know, but maybe take pictures, some. Confirm Snapchat. The app, social media app, something like that could be significant. It says use your discernment. You know better. Yeah. Even when it comes to like posting like your private life or just maybe, I don't know what the hell going on, honey. Confirm it's Snapchat. Deity. We got goddess, God, and then performance on the back. Take that how it resonates for you. We all have our own brains, and how I'm interpreting the message, most definitely, it's in many different ways. So you can either look at Snapchat in a literal sense, the app Snapchat, or you can look at it in a like metaphorical, slightly literal sense. Like, what do people do? What do people do on Snapchat? They just post shit for real. You know what I'm saying? It's not really like Instagram and Facebook to where there's they did update it to where you can do all of that. But y'all, Snapchat is coming out. So just use your discernment. You know better. Maybe when it comes to like what you do, like make sure you're doing things for you, not for other people. God and Goddess, take more pictures. Be mindful of performing for other people. Be in your authenticity. Use your discernment because you know better. All right, this song is called Best Friend. It's by Brandy. Don't know what can I do without. So some of y'all maybe a best friend, some could be significant. This that 90s R&B. 90s R&B is significant. Look, and then it says become an artist. Your sister could be significant. Ugly. Not from real though. I like this song. And that's you and my best friend. I'm telling you, baby, yo. Look, it says expand your hobbies. I'm telling you, get into music, bro. You know you like music. It said become an artist. Where that card go? Criminal. Which card was that? That's crazy. That card disappeared. Oh, it's right here. It's the same damn card. Okay. Expand your hobbies. Become an artist. All right, do something different. Damn. Don't be worried about performing for other people, making music for other people, doing shit for other people. Do it for yourself, honey. You're going to look back and you're going to look at your life. Are you going to be performing for everybody else and then regret not doing this, not doing that? Or are you going to naturally live for you? You ain't come here to live for everybody else, work for everybody else, be who everybody else wants you to be. But you're your own person and you carry deity energy. I know you ain't. I know you lying. That's your superpower right there. Nobody else is like you. Let's see what that mind like. Let's see them pictures. Come on, I want to see. But nah, not for me. Do it for you. It's worth fighting for. Shit, that's the only thing that's worth fighting for. Fuck that relationship. Let it end. Okay? But what's worth fighting for is you. Get out of survival mode. Find peace. That's what's worth fighting for. All right? It says your body has changed. Maybe somebody could have told you this. Maybe you could have told this to somebody. Or maybe your body has changed. Right? This can be in any way. Maybe you getting more healthier. All right? Maybe just apply like this. Okay? It says don't go. Somebody don't want you to go, but baby, I gotta go, baby. I gotta put me first, Lucius. Okay? Bye. Now, look, do something different, honey. Remember, we just said this earlier. We, as in me, just said this earlier. Like, do something different. You always reconciling with people, taking them back, getting your heart broke all over again. Let's not take a motherfucker back and move forward. We never really done that for real, right? Okay. So I call you my best friend. Your best friend is you, bruh. That's what it is. You your best friend, bruh. And that's you and my best friend. Period. Practice being high vibrational. On the back, it says remove and shed. Child, I call myself drawing. Don't do me. Okay, I did that for real. Okay, it got the trees. Yup. But it say remove and shed. Okay? Practice being in high vibrational. Or practice being high vibrational. Okay? That can even be when you go outside. Shit, you naturally feel positive and uplifted. You know what I'm saying? It can be really anything. You know, remember we talked about thinking outside the box? It could be anything. It says, I pretend I don't care. And that's why you're a goner. Okay, bye. That's what I'm saying. We ain't got time for that. It says, I pretend I don't care. Maybe that's your energy. I don't know. Maybe somebody could have literally said this, admitting to things that they do. But I pretend I don't care is here. Blame game. Blame game. I'm going to end the live soon, you guys. My phone on 10%. 10, once again, signifies endings. Right now, we're in the year of 9, which is the year of completion. So I feel like a lot of things, you tying up some loose ends for sure. Because by the time next year come, I don't really think nobody going to have access to you. Therefore, by the time 2027 come, yeah, go ahead and say it's going to be bye-bye to everybody. Like, literally. I don't think it's going to be no reconciliation on none of that. I feel like people's life going to really change overall. Especially if you're not going to repeat the patterns. I got faith in you, okay? But we got blame game. Told you they be apportioning blame, pointing the finger and shit. Don't know how to take accountability if it smacked them in the face. Any more messages for the collective? It says, be honest with yourself. You know the truth. And on the back, it says, don't fall for illusions on accident or on purpose. You know it's real when we saw an accident because you can't really help it as much if it was accidental. That means you weren't really conscious to it. So that means make sure your ass is conscious. Okay? We don't got time. It says use your discernment. Trust your intuition. Even in times when you lack consciousness, I'm going to need you to trust that intuition and use your discernment. It's never really hard. Sometimes the common sense be right there. Right there. It be right here. You be like, damn, it's right here. You just, what's my intuition? I'm telling you. It said, be honest with yourself. You know the truth. We got spirituality or spiritual could be significant. Confirm more about the spirituality or spiritual energy. Confirm more about the spirituality or spiritual. Yeah, I feel like just some of y'all are psychic as hell. Your gifts is gifted. We got nasty coming out with someone you know slept with your ex-lover. So intuitively, that's what I got from that, to be honest. But it can also be dead ass literal. Like you could be saying signs, or I don't know, something about spirituality or just being spiritual could be significant. Maybe y'all have experienced a lot of like hurtful, nasty things that helped you become spiritual, or that could have been spiritual lessons. I don't know. It's just something about it. For the collective. Look, we got luck is here. That's what I'm saying. Regardless, you not taking, the only L's you taking are lessons, bro. It ain't no loss for real. Don't mind me, bro. I'm ashy a little bit. I don't know how I'm ashy, but I'm ashy though. This song is by Gorilla Mob or Map. Guerilla space bar MAAB. It's called World Keep Turning. He said, because the world keeps turning, man. Yeah, don't be dealing with people who you, I don't know, baby. It's like you can't really trust it for real. Like, we don't got time. We don't got time for that. Any more messages here for the collective? Any last messages? Yeah, I thought that was 0. That's what it sounded like, but it say a whole nother name. All right, look, we got shady, suspicious. What you know about that 0? All right, on the back it says stingy, unwilling to give or spend. Yeah, I'm saying be mindful. We don't got time for that. Oh, that's him? Oh, okay. Please have more messages for the collective. It says karma is being served. I'm telling you, every time, right after they do something to you. Right after they do something to you, karma, I'm telling you. If somebody dead ass underhandedly do something to you, like they lie, they deceive, and then say when they walk outside, they gonna fall and trip, break their ankle, get mud on their shoe, something gonna happen, I'm telling you. And then it's gonna get worse and worse. Because half these motherfuckers don't be having remorse and they'll do it again. Okay. Look, we got favorite mistake. This song by YG. What's up with these people? with this explicitness, okay? This song called Surgery. Ty Dolla $ign on here. We got favorite mistake. That's a song by Giveon as well. It says mask, beware. Yeah, the mask is falling off. That's my thing. They tried to fake, they tried to impersonate. They was fraud, they was scamming, they was actors and actresses in this motherfucker, but I'm telling you, you pick up on shit. You psychic as hell. You got telepathy. You got all the clairs that ever exist, okay? My thing is, people be wanting to be saved. They want you to save them from their karma, their trauma, their horrible ass life that they experience, and they want you to save them. But we don't save them, baby. We don't save them. Well, he said, don't save them. You don't want to be saved. Yeah, they think they want to be saved, but they don't want to be saved. Look, that's why they be looking for love. But somebody looking for love. Love may be looking for you, honey. We got friends. I only want revenge on my ex. This is also coming out in reverse. So confirmation, some of y'all, these people only want revenge on their ex for real. But for others of y'all, they don't give a damn about their ex. You done made them forget all about their ex, honey. Look, we got diamond in the rough. Good but needs work. On the back it says unrealistic. Yeah, don't be delusional. Don't feel like somebody a diamond in the rough. They just straight. What's that? What's them that rubies? Is it rubies? It says you embarrass me. That's what I'm saying. These people out of fucking line. You gonna do a chosen one like that? They embarrassing the chosen ones. Cheating. Dishonesty. Oh hell no. I hope you didn't think this was a diamond in the rough collector. They ain't no diamond in the rough. They straight rough. Trash. Alright. Have siblings could be significant. Have siblings. Same mom, different dad. Same dad, different mom type shit. Alright. This says, woo. Welcome to the team. It says this person is a charmer. This person may be trying to get your attention, or you could be trying to woo someone. All right. It says impressing someone, trying to gain love or advance in a higher level of commitment. So you could be wooing someone, or somebody could be trying to woo you. You could be a charmer, or somebody else could be one. Be mindful of that, because a lot of people, they try to come out in that energy. They be love bombers and a whole bunch of other stuff. All right. But you may have somebody attention, or you may be trying to get somebody attention. Okay. Maybe you impress somebody, or somebody impresses you. Somebody could be trying to gain some love or advance the relationship to a higher level of commitment. All right. Ooh, we got pregnancy or fertility. That could be one way they're trying to advance it to. All right. I want to move on to having a family. Be mindful. Be mindful of them trying to trap you, honey. That ain't cute. It ain't cute. Pregnancy, oh yeah, it's lovely, right? I think it's lovely. I don't know. Maybe they trying to tell me it's lovely so I can have some kids. Why? Let me think for a minute. Is that cute for real? Or is that self-sabotage? I don't know. I don't want to spread it on the collective. If you think you want to have a baby, have a baby. But right now I'm looking like, I don't know about that. But anyways, pregnancy or fertility is very significant. You could be very fertile, or pregnancy could be significant. All right, it says misunderstandings. This person or this situation or person is misunderstood, or they misunderstand a lot. All right, that's probably why petty arguments happen. Okay, why pride and ego gets in the way, personality clashes, all that type of stuff. I'm seeing that an apology to you is long overdue. People need to apologize, especially because they misunderstood certain things. I feel like you're a very misunderstood individual. And it's not even because you're just so difficult, misunderstood, all this bullshit. It's really because people are so idiotic. Low IQ, low EQ type shit. You know? That's why people be disagreeing with you. And the thing is, they be disagreeing with you just to be petty. Some people purposely don't want to understand you. And that's why Y'all be having a disconnect from people. But aside from that, we got disconnected services. Maybe you cut off your time, your energy, your resources from people. Maybe somebody disconnected certain services. They don't have Netflix no more, something like that. I don't know, honey. But it could be anything. This song is called Cozy by Beyonce. It make me want to do this dance. I'm comfortable in my skin. Period. Okay, let me find out. Okay, get into it. Look, it says this is a safe choice, honey. After I just did what I did, it's like being comfortable in your own skin, loving who you are, and just shining without worrying about blinding motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, why we all can't shine around this bitch? You know what I'm saying? So blind a bitch if you got to. I remember earlier we was talking about eyes being sensitive to the light, so that's funny. But it said this is a safe choice. Confirm this is a safe choice. You probably know what it is. Look, it says waste of time. That's what I'm saying. You got to trust in yourself. When your energy feel off about people, when you feel like you wasting your time, you got to trust in that, bruh. It's safer to not indulge with people who's going to waste your time, who has a lot of work to do. I don't care if they're your family, your childhood friend, somebody that you still love, romantic. I don't give a damn who it is. That ain't doing nothing for you. Love don't pay the bills. Love don't set you free. Especially when you giving it to people who can't reciprocate the energy, babe. All right? Look, it says you are overindulging in something. That's what I'm saying. Just stop. Some of y'all be personal healers and gods and goddesses in people's lives. Just stop, honey. Personal teachers and shit. But whatever you overindulging in, pay attention to that. Chill out a little bit. Maybe this confirmation to cut this reading off. Because, baby, we pulled. Look at all these damn cards we get pulled. Look at all these damn cards. But yeah, for some of the things that had came out, you can think outside the box with it. You can think of it as your own energy, or you can think of it as other people's energy towards you. All right, or both. All right, but make sure y'all take the messages on for how it resonates with you. Okay, we're gonna pull some last messages with the tarot, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. If you guys are wanting to get on the list, just let me know in the comments. But if you decide to get one after I'm already off a live, don't worry. I'm gonna still get you right, okay? We can do a private read, or I can just get back on live later. Regardless if it's private or on live, it's still gonna be good and accurate, all right? But if not, I'll just see y'all in the next video for sure. But I'm gonna pull a few tarot to close out the message, and then yeah, that'll be the collective. But yeah, I feel like something is coming in. Something is going to be different. And this is going to be something that's trustworthy. And I feel like you just need to trust yourself, bro. You are wise as hell. And I feel like you need to just, like, not doubt your choices that you make. I feel like you need to continue to stand in your power. And to, you know, possibly connect yourself with people who are similar to you. All right? I feel like you also have an admirer or crush. That energy has been very significant lately, and it's very heavy in the collective's energy. All right? Criminals could be significant. Property damage could be significant. All right? It says you are not a drop in the ocean, but the ocean in one drop. Keep standing out. God damn. Confirmation, I'm telling you. I don't know if y'all think y'all just a little pebble or something, but baby, you the whole boulder. Okay, that's why people say take up space. Cause why the hell not? You got a whole bunch of other people taking up space. You see who the president is, honey. All right. Ooh. It says lovers and friends vacation. See, this is getting cutesy now. Because at first we had to have a collective stand on our team. We had to put that business out there with these family members and everybody else. Now it's starting to come in a more cutesy, lovely energy, baby. You attracting lovers and friends. And you attracting a lover that you really going to have a friend in, for sure. Y'all going to be vacation. What's that song? What's that song by Romilly? Something like that. It's called Vacation. It says someone is having dreams about you. See, yeah, some of y'all, them exes gonna have to eat their words. Your recent ex and the exes from before. They having dreams about y'all. They want to be your boo thing again. But see, we not fucking with it. We releasing any and everybody who does not serve us with love. Bye. Simple. These people are criminal. All right? Your confirmation to become a vegetarian, a vegan, or to just stop eating meat. Maybe you already been in this energy. I feel like you in alignment for sure doing that. You ain't gonna do nothing but feel healthier. And I mean, you are saving the animals, right? People gonna still harm them regardless, but you not eating them, so it's good, okay? But it says, I tried, but you didn't. And it came out in the reverse. So some people was just telling you shit that wasn't even true. People was trying to gaslight on you, telling you, oh, I'm trying, but you not, and you doing this, and you. That was false. Collective always trying. Always breaking their damn back for the next person, with trying to get them to shut off all that. I'm telling you, don't be believing that bullshit. That's why they can't get you off their mind, because some people, they be literally doing you dead ass wrong. And some of these people, they be feeling guilty about it. They be stressed. They be overthinking because they know they are about to get karma. But they so damn dumb because they literally can put out the fire. But instead, they keep igniting it. They dumb. They just a lost cause. All right? Look, it says, I need time to heal. I know the hell you do. But for some of y'all, this can be your energy. Just saying that you need time to heal. All right? It says, I met someone. So like I said, I feel like eventually as y'all heal and maneuver through life and just really get to know who you are, figure out who you are, fuck with yourself, rock with yourself, period. Eventually you're going to meet somebody, and this is going to be somebody who wants to give you all the attention, all the love in the world, and somebody who you want to give that to as well. I feel like this is going to be a connection that's not based on lies. It's going to be great. And this is going to be something that literally has the potential to be long term. Maybe you'll just start off as friends, because I promise you this is going to be a healthy relationship. These people are not going to love bomb you or none of that. And I feel like it's going to be some people that's going to be mad as hell about this. But the thing is, you don't owe nobody nothing, especially people who you have to release from your energy. Like, if you had to cut somebody off, I know they done did some shit. You know what I'm saying? And half the time, y'all don't leave the first time. Y'all give people thousands of chances and then you leave. So we don't give a damn. Like, sometimes y'all be sitting there trying to negotiate, trying to compromise, or people be trying to negotiate with you or whatever case may be. Like, we ain't doing it no more. So, yeah, it's time to remove, separate, release, whatever. Just disengage. That's what it's time to do. Now you hear how with music on, it's more like instrumental, jazz. Period. Look, damn, bro. I'm telling y'all. People are watching you, bro. And if this hasn't happened yet, you are going to have heavy stalkers in your energy. Like, that's crazy. This could have even been going on in the past, and you probably did not know about it. From people that, you know, was probably family, friends, lovers, all of that. Literally is giving male detective. Some of y'all, this could be a male. It don't have to be, though. But I feel like God has been dealing with things. Your spiritual team has been dealing with things. Hello, hello. But yeah, I feel like some of y'all, some people be getting energy from you. That's why you be exhausted. They're literally energy vampires. And I feel like maybe you feel like you can trust them, but you dead ass can't. Maybe you feel like they was a divine masculine or something. But I feel like it's time to stop settling, and it's time to treat yourself, because you do deserve it. It's time to cut off the toxicity, the things that are not good for your mind, body, or soul, whether that's too much social media or technology or whatever intake, whether that's too much, I can't say the word, but anything, you know, that's hindering you, mind, body, and soul, anything that's not serving you or your highest good, because I promise you, when you start today, you won't have to worry about it tomorrow. You won't have to worry about it next year. And by the time it get to next year, you will be a pro. You'll be a pro. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I had stopped, I had cut out like different stuff. And it's like when I tried to go back into it, I threw it up. Like I remember I tried to drink that milk. Regular dairy milk. It wasn't almond milk or nothing like that. And I literally threw it up. It's like your body starts rejecting these things. See, the thing is, you were used to these things since you were a kid. Some of y'all 30, 40, 50, you've been on this for over decades. Right? So it's like, finally, the crazy thing is, it don't take that long for meat to get out your system. You would think, since you've been eating it your whole life, it takes months or years or something to get. Whole time it take about 3 days or something like that for these things to get out of your system. So just get out of your system, clear out the parasites, eat better, replenish your cells, do what you have to do, give yourself all the vitamins and everything that you need. Whole time it be in your fruits. The nutrition that you need, it be in the fruits, it be in the veggies. Rebuild up your system. So if you really want a better life, you have to be the one to give that to yourself. Like, it's your life. Nobody else can operate in it for you like you. So if you, like some of y'all, you're being encouraged, be the vegan, be the vegetarian, stop eating the meats, do this, do that. I'm telling you, it's gonna replenish your soul, and some of y'all may even feel more connected spiritually. That literally be what be happening. You be getting more connected to nature, to God. That literally be happening for sure. Because you're not feeding your body more disease. You know how they had broke down disease? It was like dis-ease. So it's like, work smarter, not harder. You very intellectual. Stop being in this cognitive dissonance energy to where you know something's bad for you, but you keep indulging in it, or whatever the case may be. All right? For others of y'all, cognitive dissonance can even be in a way to where you know something is, you have this particular knowing or whatever the case may be, but you probably change your knowing because it's harder to keep that belief or knowing. It threw me off because the song that came on just now is this song. I'm telling you, don't let it. People, habits, knock all of it out right now. Don't get to a point to where something keeps pulling you back, because I'm telling you, it's very easy for you to go backwards because you've been doing it for 10, 20 years already, blindedly, because you thought that's how you were supposed to live. You just probably became spiritual 5 years ago, not even 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So you've been more in the matrix and in a unhealthy lifestyle longer than you've been in a more healthier lifestyle, you know? So it's like, go that route now. You've been going the other route for so long, it haven't been doing nothing for you. You've been getting diabetes, inflammation, eczema, shit, stress, okay, cheating on, whatever it is. So do things differently. Love yourself more, love yourself better. I'm not saying you don't love yourself. Don't come for me. But just, you know what I'm saying? Just get on your stuff, man. Like, finally live the life that you was always meant to live and be free. You know? 444, you're protected. All right, but that's the message that I have for you guys. Of course, it's always messages to give. We'll be here for centuries, okay? It's always messages to give, but do know that the answers are within, and it's always right in your face. All right, I do return the collective's energy back to them, and I release my energy back to me with the same energy that I've given out, which is all things grand. All right, if you want to get on the list, I do have to end the live regardless because my phone is on 2%, but you can just message me. Anybody is able to DM me, and we can go ahead and get started on your reading. $7 questions, $25 readings, and $50 readings. For those of you who can't afford my prices, I guess I'll do the donation-based thing again, which is basically anything that you're able to afford, anything you're able to give. All right? Remember, don't get scammed. All of the my links and everything are on my link tree, my platforms, my payment options. All right? But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you and your energy. Have a great, lovely lifetime. Stay safe and dangerous. Bye.